This is me, back to my reality in Spain, but a reality that's a bit changing. There are new things in my life, like for example, now I'm self-employed, now I have residency, and now I have a lot more responsibilities. I try to face them in the best way I can. The days are cloudy and I try to keep up with my normal routines. Today I took the opportunity to dry some clothes because they don't dry normally, and to connect with nature for a while. Go out, breathe, think. Because honestly, these changes have been pretty tough for me since it's a system I'm not used to. So, well, I invite you to spend a day with me. Hi, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Anita Mateo, a Cuban living in Spain. And well, this is my channel where I show you a little more about my life, my experiences, and my travels. So I invite you to subscribe. It's completely free. Join down below. We have new videos every Friday. And well, for those who have been following me for a while, you know that I went to Cuba, all of that. I'm telling you that this is like the first official video that I'm recording after the Cuba videos, because the video you saw last week was a video I recorded before. I recorded it earlier but didn't have time to edit before leaving, so I uploaded it now. Today I want to show you a real day back to my routine, to my life here in Spain. You know, like my reality, my job. Today is Monday. Today, as I'm recording this video, usually Mondays are my busiest days. Because it's like I completely rest. On Sundays, I don't do anything, and on Monday I go all in because I have to record today. I have to edit this Friday's video, finish it, and well, what I want to tell you is that today you're going to spend a real day with me here. A work day like my routine. I'm going to talk to you a bit about my new reality because now I'm self-employed in Spain. Now I'm in a new reality where I pay taxes, where I have to keep receipts for everything. It's like I'm soaking all of this in because it's a world that's totally unknown to me. People who are from Spain surely know, but well, those who don't. This thing about taxes in Spain is a complicated topic. Taxes are necessary, of course, for the country to function and all the services and high quality of life here. But at the same time, for me, since I'm new to this, since I had never dealt with this before, it's complicated. In this video, I'll explain this to you. I already had to pay like the taxes, Las Quotas taxes, which was quite a lot of money, and I don't know, it kind of bothers me. Maybe I'll make a video just talking to you about taxes and how much I've had to pay. That's for another video since it's a complex topic, but for now, spend the day with me. I need to edit and record a collaboration. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what my routine is like, back here to my reality. First, let's make breakfast. I just woke up and straightened my hair because it looked like this. All messy, and I'm not going to record like that, so let's make breakfast first of all. Well, I took Phoebe out for a moment to do her business. Of course, when I wake up every morning, it's one of the first things I do, and it started to rain really hard. That's why you see me like this, and so she got a little wet. I didn't put her raincoat on because I thought it was just a light rain, and when it's a light rain, she doesn't get that wet. But it started raining really hard and she got a little wet. Should we give her a treat for behaving so well? Well, for breakfast, I pretty much always have the same thing. I have to tell you that I'm going to the gym and I'm just starting. I've been going to the gym since January and since January as well. I've been eating much healthier too. I've always eaten pretty healthy. I've never really been into sweets or sugary sodas. My weakness is French fries and potato chips if something is unhealthy for me. And now I'm on a super healthy plan for everything. And so my breakfast. Now I have breakfast and go to the gym. Am I going to take them with me? I can't record much at the gym, but I'm going to show you more or less what the gym is like and all those things, but that's it. I feel proud of myself because I've always been one of the most unsporty people ever. For example, physical education was always my worst grade. I did well in school overall, but PE always lowered my average because I was terrible. And I said, oh no, I'm never going to go to the gym. That just makes me feel lazy. But let me tell you, I've been going to the gym for almost 5 months now, and honestly, I like it. Honestly, it's already part of my routine. I get up, eat breakfast, walk Phoebe, and head to the gym. That's how my day begins. And then that gives me an energy that helps me be very productive for the rest of the day. My job in social media gives me a flexible schedule. For those who don't know, I do this work and can do it anytime. I get up and do this routine in the morning. And then sometimes I feel much more productive in the afternoon and at night. Sometimes I spend until very late hours of the early morning editing. I have to be very grateful that life allows me to still have this job, to have all of you who watch my videos, because of course without you it wouldn't be possible. So I'm going to make my bread with ham. It's my favorite star breakfast, a toast with ham and tomato. I also want to tell you, in case you're wondering, oh, why haven't you been feeling cheerful? Why do you say you haven't felt like it, like you haven't wanted to record? Look, I'm going to be completely... To be honest, the trip to Cuba and I returned. Oh, look at this little cup they gave me. It's so pretty. It was a gift from Kurkumon. I'm going to leave their Instagram page here in case you want a cup like this with your pet. And they also make many different kinds. Follow their page because they make them themselves. She's a content creator like me and started a great business, so support her. I'm going to prepare the milk. So as I was saying, look, I'm going to be totally honest with you. Material things for me. Having opportunities, that gives you happiness, but in my case, I always speak about my personal experience. That doesn't make me happy, you know? For me, the best part is being in a free country that has given me many opportunities, like traveling, more than just being in Spain. Having more material things isn't what matters. The factor that determines my happiness in my personal case, now there is something that really does determine my happiness, and that is being with the people I love. I'm a person who really likes to be with my loved ones. I like to be with the people I care about. And the trip to Cuba, even after it happened, I shared all my feelings in those videos. If you haven't seen them, I'll leave the playlist here so you can watch it, or at the end of this video. I had a terrible time. On that topic, for example, blackouts and lack of food, all of it stressed me out a lot. But when I was at home, sitting on my couch, watching my family, you know, spending time together, I felt totally happy. That's what gives me happiness. Being able to be with my family, being able to be with my friends, that's what made me happy. Skipping breakfast didn't bother me that day. Seeing and helping them made me happy. Because also, obviously, being there and having money, we would go out to eat, we could get more little things. That's what truly made me happy. I came here, and while I have many things I didn't have before, I'm still missing that. And I have to say that I'm not completely happy and motivated. That's why you also know that I have a niece, my little niece. I left Cuba when she was already 2 months old, so my niece didn't know me. When I arrived in Cuba, I was a complete stranger to her. She was already a little over a year old. She didn't want me to hug or hold her, which really hurt me. And even though I made video calls, of course I made video calls, but she didn't associate who I was, so I took it upon myself. I only had about a week to be with them. And you know, for her to get to know me, for her to become attached to me, that I'm her aunt, her mother's sister. And at least for me, my aunt was always like a second mother. And I want to be that for my nieces and nephews too. So nearly the first 3 or 4 days already. She didn't want me to hold her, she didn't want anything to do with me, but later on she started to get more attached to me. Naturally, I gave all my attention to caring for her and playing with her, you know? She got to know me, and on the last day as I was about to leave to Matanzas, which is the other province where my other family lives, she started crying. When I left, she started calling me aunt, but it was like only on the last day. Aunt, aunt, aunt. When I was leaving, she cried for me, so I went to her house. Because my sister lives just around the corner from my mom's house when you turn the street. And my sister called me, hey Emma, because her name is Emma. She won't stop calling you aunt, 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 and then she talks. That made me feel something, so after saying goodbye, I went back to say it again. When she saw me, she was so happy, calling me aunt. It made me think, now that she loves me, I have to leave tomorrow. That made me feel really sad, so now currently, we do video calls. She calls me herself. She tells her mom, let's call aunt. And every time she sees me on a video call, she already knows who I am. She calls me aunt, and she starts talking to me and telling me her things. But she hadn't done that before, so I was left with those feelings like, oh, I would have loved to spend more time with her because she grew so fond of me. That's what has made me a little sad, you know? Hey mom, let me finish making breakfast or it'll get ruined if I start talking. Another thing I'm using now to sweeten instead of sugar is this. It's called panilla. In this case, it's the one from the market. Alright, now I'm going to get dressed and head to the gym. Well, I decided to wear different clothes to the gym, not the ones I showed you. Because I always go with the same clothes, so those people are going to think I don't have any other clothes. Even though I don't care what people think. But anyway, I literally always went with the same clothes. So I found this pullover that I used a lot last summer, this t-shirt. I decided to wear it since I haven't in a while. That's how I go to the gym, with my t-shirt, water bottle, and this. For there, I have to wear it because this is like a jacket, kind of waterproof. It's raining. So on the way to the gym, I put this on like this. I cover my head so I don't get wet. Well, I'm already at the gym. I'm here for about an hour. Don't ask me about routines because I'm an expert on that subject. I kind of do some routines that they send me, like the ones they recommended, but it's not like I'm going to show my routines. None of that, because I don't consider myself an expert. I just wanted to share with you that I'm coming to a gym to work out. When I get to the gym, I shower, and that's when my day truly starts, after the gym. I'm going to fix my face a little. I have a few pimples. I've been under a lot of stress lately. Honestly, I think it's because of this whole new outdoor life of mine in Spain, and that's it. I have an accountant because they always help. When I became self-employed and didn't know much, hiring an accountant was helpful. I'm going to get ready a little bit, not much. I'm just going to do my lips and put on some mascara. To record a collaboration, one of the things that generates the most income for me so I can make a living is collaborations. So I have to record a collaboration right here for YouTube. Those collaborations pay you often much more than what you make from a YouTube video. And so it's always good to have these opportunities. And before doing the collaboration, of course, I have to study what I have to say. I have to try out the platform, which I already did because this is the second time I'm going to collaborate with this platform. I have to take a short class, to speak with a solid foundation about what it's about, what it deals with, and to communicate it to you, my audience. I bought myself a laptop so I could edit outside the house because I had a desktop computer. Well, I still have it, and I always used to edit here at home. And lately, since I was feeling a bit, unmotivated and all, being at home was worse. So I bought this when I went to Madrid so I could edit outside the house. It's for work. For a while, I was saving up to buy it, and finally I was able to do it. I was able to buy my laptop. I'm super happy, and well, this is where I'm going to study. Alright, everything for collaboration, and sometimes I go out to edit in coffee shops. I like that because it's something local that we don't do in Cuba. Either they steal your laptop or people look at you weird or something like that, but here in Spain it's totally normal. I'm going to a place in Coruña where people work, and it really inspires me. I just wanted to tell you about it. I'm going to start taking out from the refrigerator what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, because here, since it's a bit cold, things take longer to defrost today. So today I want to make myself some salmon, and I'm going to make a recipe tonight. I want to share it with you all because it's really delicious, really delicious. Stay tuned until dinner. We're sharing a recipe today. With Anita Bueno, I just finished recording today's collaboration. With this platform, many may ask, Anita, how much do you earn? Because I have to make several YouTube videos a month. Usually I make one video a week. Many people say I should do more, but it's a lot of work, and honestly, I'm not sure. It takes me quite a bit of time to edit and plan things. So if I made 2 videos a week, even though maybe that would bring me more income, I feel like you all would get bored of seeing me so much. And I also feel like I would be stressed all the time, and I don't like being stressed. So I focus each week on one video and try to make it as good as possible. So far, so far. Right now, with 1 video a week, that's enough for me to live on. 4 videos a month. Also, last month I struggled with collaborations because I was in Cuba, where the internet is really bad, and I couldn't work on any of this. When I returned from Cuba, I was overwhelmed by a flood of collaboration emails. I got so overwhelmed that I had to turn some of them down, even though I knew they were going to pay me well. I chose only the best ones, the ones that would truly help me and mattered most. I felt confident I could do them, since I'm grateful for all the collaborations. There was a time I had none and relied only on YouTube. Collaborations can pay well, sometimes even more than what you make on YouTube. That's the reality. And well, as I was saying, it's an important part of my job, and I always try to do it really well, because the better you do it, the more collaborations you'll get. Afterwards, I guess, and that's it. Another day I'll take you with me to where I edit, maybe out on the street, so you can see what it's like in the environment. Today I stayed at home because, as you saw, When will the sun come out? It appears for a day, then rains for 5. I'm already tired of Galicia's rain. I say that I like it, that it doesn't bother me, but up to a point. It's time for some warmth, for a little summer, that's all. Greetings from... And well, Ty came over and we're trying on our outfits for Taylor. We're trying on our outfits for Taylor because we're about to go. Next week I'll record a vlog for you. And well, she's going in white, all sparkly, and I'm in purple from the Speak Now era, and you from Reputation. For those unfamiliar with Taylor, she doesn't understand much, but I help her understand. And well, now we're just hanging out here for a while, recording some reels and that kind of silly stuff, you know, and that's it. I think I'm going to make lunch like this, dressed just like this. And they're going to take it off. I don't want to take it off. It's so pretty. Now I'm having lunch. I haven't taken off my makeup. Look at me. It's like 4 in the afternoon. I mean, I started editing, then Ty came, tried us on. We did that thing with the clothes for the concert we have soon. I made myself quinoa and an omelette for lunch. I need to go grocery shopping since I'm out of vegetables and I really like them, but that's just how it is. This video seems to have taken place entirely in my kitchen, but I've discussed several important topics with you. I feel really weird because I haven't recorded in a while and it's like, I don't know. Well, I'm going to a store now, to a fruit shop here where I live, in the town where I live, but it's a fruit shop that has a lot of Latin products and such. I changed clothes again. It might look like a different day, but it's not. All of this happened today while I was recording. I was hot at home, but I put this on when I went out because it was cold. I bought these plantains, which are frying plantains, the kind you use to make fried plantains, like in Cuba. I used to love this, and every now and then I go and buy these plantains, and also that store. They sell Latin avocados from Latin America, not the little avocados from here, which are like a different kind of avocado. They sell these that are really big, so I went to buy them. This one is ready for today, but this one is good. I'm going to save it and hope it ripens. You'll need a potato or two, depending on how many people are eating, plus a carrot. We chop the carrot like this, whole, just like I'm showing you in this video. It has to look like this. And the potato, cut them into small cubes. You'll see how tasty this will be. Just make sure the pieces are small. Like this, like this. This is how it should look. This recipe. Alright, so this recipe. We already have the potatoes and carrots cut. And what we're going to do is prepare them on this tray, but in a way you wouldn't imagine. We'll put them on this glass tray since we're putting it in. In the oven, we separate them, the potatoes on this side and the carrots on the other side. Now let's add a drizzle of olive oil to both. We're also going to add salt and a little bit of salt and pepper. Believe me, it's finger licking good and it's also super healthy. Now, the secret ingredient in this dish is none other than honey. We're going to drizzle some honey, especially on the carrot. I think that's the one you put it on, but well on the potato too. And we mix all of this well, and we're going to put this. This is how it turned out prepared, and we're going to put it in the oven. I keep an eye on it. I don't know the exact temperature. I'm just going to give it 30 minutes at 180 to start. And I kind of check poking it to see if it's already soft. That's how I do it. And I'm also going to make myself a little tuna and the quinoa. Well, dinner is ready now. Sorry about how dark it is. Let me see where I can stand so it's not so dark. Here it is. I'm in my pajamas since I already showered. It's 10 p.m. This is what's left of my day. Well, what I'm gonna do is watch a show or something like that, have dinner, watch a show, and then go to sleep. Tomorrow will be another day of editing because tomorrow I'll be editing all day. And look, this. I mean, eating healthy doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat badly, that you have to eat something that tastes bad. It's delicious. The honey gives it a special touch. I think I'm going to say goodbye to you here in this part of the video. I send you a big kiss. See you next Friday. Let me swallow and let me know if you liked the video. Bye.